All right, so intermittent fasting. Listen, personally, I'm not one to throw shade on different diet strategies because like that's what dieting is. I know like one of the sexy things is like diet culture and things like that. Diets are a form or a strategy. Where I think it gets into a culture for people that it's not healthy is that when they don't allow themselves to get off the strategy, because strategies are just that. They're skill-based things that you're trying to consistently approach. Where people get into trouble with intermittent fasting or with other diet strategies that are helping with weight loss is that if they get off that strategy and they find themselves emotionally eating or binge eating or going down that path of not being able to return back to it, that says nothing about the person. It says everything about the strategy and the consistency around that strategy. To me, diet adherence is number one. So whether you are doing intermittent fasting, the ketogenic diet, insert other diet, that's what I care about. Because when you work with a dietitian, I think one of the things that is going to be really advantageous for most people that are adhering to some sort of diet strategy is making sure that they're getting all their vitamins and nutrients, making sure calorically that they're eating enough, just like we had talked about far earlier, sure that they can consistently adhere to it over the course of a month, 3 months, 6 months, and then beyond. So am I a fan of intermittent fasting? Absolutely. If someone can adhere to it, I think it's like more power to you. High five. In my experience, this is completely anecdotal. This is people that I've worked with. People get really caught up in these eating windows and then they find themselves starving themselves throughout the day, which, if you're skipping meals, you're really going to put yourself in a bad place. So, the people that do windows that stop, let's say at a 6 p.m. or maybe even earlier, they find themselves getting really hungry and then binge eating afterwards and then wondering why the tactic isn't working and then finding that they don't go back to it and then they just find themselves binge eating more and more. And so in those cases, I'm not a fan because that's not, to me, diet adherence. That's just trying to look at a strategy that doesn't consistently help you. And so I'm a little more on the side of it's dependent on the person, but more power to you. If this is something that you can adhere to and it's working, I'll help you get there. So I love it.